Alright, what's going on, guys? We're here for the Ghost of Tsushima Extended Edition live stream, whatever you want to call it. State of play is actually what we should be calling it. I'm just trying to get everything set up, everything prepared. This is the screen that we're going to see until the premiere. Now, as for every other, single event that we have done, with the exception of the Xbox Inside 2020, most of these events that are online tend to have some sort of counter after they say, "Oh, we're live." But last time they actually started right on the dot. So with Sony State of Play this time, I'm not really sure what's going to happen. The official time is 3 p.m. Central or 1 p.m. Pacific, or I think it was 4 p.m. Eastern. So it just depends. We are 7 minutes away from all of those different times before the premiere, so who knows if it's okay, we're going to start on the dot at 3 o'clock, or if it's okay, it's 3 o'clock, let's start the stream, boom, 30 minutes. We have no idea, and I actually meant to be playing music this whole time. My bad. But we have a couple of minutes to kill. If you like any of the tunes that I put in the in here, you can find them, or there's only one that I'm gonna play. I'm gonna have in the background before the stream gets started. Or not the stream, the actual stream, not this stream, obviously. To anyone who's watching, hello, hi. If you are not watching this live, that's fine. This song is a pop, but it's hard to remix a little bit sometimes because it's so loud, as you can tell. We'll barely... There we go, that's good. But yeah, I try not to start these things because it's like streamers will try to do that where it's like we'll get 30 minutes beforehand. We'll go 30 minutes before, what's it called? We'll go 30 minutes before the stream, and then that stream is actually like, oh, well, we'll do that as well. So it just depends. Figured we'd fill in some background music. The official Sony or the official PlayStation YouTube page, we're on their live stream and it's still waiting. So as soon as that kicks on, I will switch over to that screen and we will turn off the music. Just so you guys know what it kind of looks like, I'll swap here. This is what currently is going on. There's no way I can full screen this, so for now we'll just go back to this. There we go. This is easy. Been experimenting with live streaming. Typically I've been live streaming Tuesdays and Thursdays. I didn't stream last Tuesday because I got up and I had a killer headache, and also I had it to where I couldn't really stream because I had people that were over. And I usually like to stream or record or do stuff like that when nobody's in the house. That way nobody can judge me for what I'm doing. So it's nice to be able to do this. And I was going to stream earlier today, but then I was like, you know what, I'll just stream the State of Play. And then if I feel like it, afterwards, I will more than likely, maybe we'll play some Horizon. I don't know, I may not feel like it, because after we get this 18-minute demo, while this is a live stream, it'll go on my channel. I'm probably going to do a thing where I record the video without the webcam and then give my thoughts and opinions on what we've seen. So there will be this live stream that you can watch and interact with, and then there will be like an official opinion video, if you will. What am I trying to do here? Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for my live stream. Got 4 minutes to go. This is one song, by the way. But yeah, I've been trying to, let me actually move. I think there's probably a good place to put it, my webcam. I've been trying, you know, to stream, been trying out different scenes and whatnot in OBS and figuring out what works and what doesn't. So, I mean, I like doing it. It's just, I don't necessarily know if it's for me. I like live streaming events like this so that it's like my genuine reaction. But other than that, live stream gameplay, I don't know if I like it better than recording. Recording takes more time, definitely, because if you stream, you just sit there for 2 hours and you play the game. Whereas recording, you have to start and stop every episode, unless you're one of those people that you like do batch recordings, I guess, where you would sit there and you would record 2-hour content, kind of like you're streaming, except you're not, you're just recording 2 hours straight, and then you go back and you edit it into different parts. I basically do a mixture or a combo of that, if you will, where every video is a new video, but it's the same session of 2.5 hours or more. So it just depends. I'm super excited for this game. Can't wait. This is probably the last set of footage that we will be getting until the release. Also, not Last of Us, but Naughty Dog just put out a story trailer that was reviewed on my channel. I reviewed it. I did. Or not reviewed it, but actually I don't know if I gave any commentary. I don't think I did. I think literally all I did was I just captured the footage and put it on there. Alright, boys, we got 60 seconds until we switch over. So, I don't know why it says 60 seconds. It's 2:58 my time, so we still got 2 minutes. But as soon as this screen flips, we'll full screen and I'll switch over and we'll do whatever. I'm excited. 18 minutes. This stream will probably be, you know, about 30 minutes. I'll give my thoughts and opinions on everything as we're going through. I may go back on live stream and kind of review just little bits and see where we are and what I think. Typically, my reaction, I don't know what it's gonna be. I'm hoping it's gonna be interesting. I really do. So we still got a minute. Boop 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 da doo. Do do do. Well, we're at 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to this. As it is 3 p.m., so we'll see what happens. Typically, YouTube is faster than Twitch. Oh, there we go. We got it. Oh, that's loud. Oh, that's loud. That's like really loud. Typically, we're faster than Twitch. I'll prove it. So if we go to Twitch, not pay money, Wubby. Subscribe to Wubby. That's loud. Oh, I'm not even logged in. Well, I'll just go to PlayStation. I was gonna say, because I have them on, followed on PlayStation. That's not accurate. Actually, I can go to, my Twitter, and then yeah, there it is. Twitch.tv/PlayStation. How far behind are they? Oh, they're ahead, are they? 49, 48. They have like different, 25. Oh, actually Twitch is ahead on this one. We'll go ahead and we'll if need be, we'll swap over. But Twitch is actually ahead this time, so we'll go ahead and... I do like this. I like this little logo they got going on. Also, we'll go ahead and... Actually, we'll switch over to this corner, because why not? Oh, this is the same... Oh. Excuse me. This is the same type of setup for the last one that they did. Oh, this is gonna be so good. So we're not gonna have a girl or anything pop up. This is just gonna be Ghost of Tsushima. Okay. Alright.
Hello everyone, I'm Jason Connell from Sucker Punch Productions. We have a lot to show you today about Ghost of Tsushima. Combat, customization, special modes. But first, let's take a look at how you explore the world of Tsushima.
Ooh, love this. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm sorry. I love that logo intro right there. Ooh. Oh, this is beautiful. I cannot wait to play this in 4K. So he's at the edge of a cliff.
Exploration has been at the heart of our open world design since the very beginning. But you can't have exploration if you don't have curiosity. So we've continually asked ourselves, how can we let the island guide you in the most thematic and immersive ways possible?
So it sounds to me like there aren't going to be waypoints still. The wind on the cloth of this cloak. Oh my god. It's beautiful. Ooh, we gotta look at the map. Oh shit. Legend of the Ghost, Wandering Samurai, Undiscovered. We do have... Okay. So there are question marks. Use the guiding wind to navigate the island. So we have question marks. I wonder what that was that he just pulled out. It looked like something on the D-pad. But, okay, so it is going to be type of Witcher where we have question marks on the map that we go to. You use the wind to discover things. Oh, this is so cool. I'm going to have to sync all of this in. I'm going to have to rewatch this before I do a video. I'll definitely have to go back. Okay, so we know left on the D-pad is your horse. We're also getting control R2 to mount. What? That's interesting. We're going to have to go through a list of the controls. Interesting. This is so good. Oh, I love this already. So this is the exploration part. We got answers to questions that we've been looking for so far. This is so cool. So good. Right into a town. Tashin Hills. Now did we... Oh, the right on the D-pad.
Faster, move!
Call it gust of wind. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Ooh. What do you use that crap? Okay, so we have enemy or predator. What the fuck? This is intriguing. Oh, okay, so we have enemies and animals. Different indicators for what they are. More crafting you can do in the forest. Okay. What the fuck? Bro! I got a farmstead? Ooh, we get to look at some more combat, I hope.
The guiding wind can take you to all kinds of locations in the game, like this farmstead that's been taken over by the Mongols. It can also take you to your next big story moments, or even help you find rare collectibles. But what about the things that you don't know about, that you haven't seen yet, that you don't know exist? Keep your eyes peeled for other visual cues. Smokestacks on the horizons, interesting and odd-shaped trees, or maybe even animals trying to get your attention.
Also, with each location, just kind of like, you know, Assassin's Creed, you have optional objectives for each location as well. That's sick as fuck, bro. Oh, this is so cool. So there are, I don't know how the waypoint system works, because it said you arrived there, so I guess you can select anywhere on the map. Follows the circle. Good lord. So if you select
Stay away,
a
my lord.
waypoint,
The spirits of vengeful samurai haunt this forest.
so I'm assuming if you select a waypoint, you use right on the D-pad
Let's go, Nobu.
to guide you to that location, I guess is what I'm getting from this. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch this, but definitely, because I'm geeking out over watching this for, oh my god, his cloak! Explore abandoned buildings, collect rare resources. Are we gonna get a look at the crafting menu, I'm wondering, because we've seen bamboo, we got linen, 13 supplies, don't know what that means. We know you can get iron, I'm assuming for sword or armor, possibly. Okay, fox then. I guess we don't have a bow? Foxes, oh, hidden shrines. I thought he was gonna kill it with his sword, but I guess not. So you really have to pay attention to this. You really have to pay attention to the environment, like the birds and the foxes. So this led us to the gravesite. Oh, alright. Thank you, Mr. Fox. What the fuck? So you get charm slots for shrines that you encounter. Be able to return with fast travel. Okay, so kind of like,
Tsushima is rich with exploration and discovery, and whether you're just following a string of torii gates that'll lead you to a high mountain shrine, or maybe it's just a fox trying to show you something hidden in the woods.
okay.
Either way, bring your sense of adventure and let the wind guide you.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, the wind will carry you to your waypoint. That's really neat. What the fuck is that?
Lord Sakai.
And it's also showing us the different outfits you can get that he's wearing. Color of water. Yeah, the different outfits he can have, the different locations, the different environments all across the island. This game is so large. Oh my god. That right there. You can play the flute? What the fuck? I'm sorry I'm geeking out. This is actually insane. Like, what the hell?
Hi, this is Nate Fox from Sucker Punch. Now, we just showed you some exploration, but
There's
let's
another
switch
outfit.
gears and check out some combat.
Yes! So R2 is like your main button that you use, which is rare, which is weird. Combat we know is triangle and square. I'm wondering if circle is dodge or parry.
If you've ever seen a samurai movie, you know what to expect. Two warriors, sizing each other up, waiting for the other to make the first
you can-
move.
Fight me!
Is this gonna
Here
be,
you
oh,
go,
you,
Fred.
oh, it
Yeah.
full triangle. And you have to wait for L1 and R1. What the fuck? Kill enemies with the half bow? Okay, so there is a bow in the game. L1 and R1, I'm gonna put that meter on the
As you
bottom
can
button.
see, the Mongols
Oh, you
are
guys didn't
everywhere
see it,
on this
'cause
island.
I was covering it
For
up.
Jin to succeed, he has to use real, skillful precision in fighting them. No wasted energy. Every strike must count.
So the D-pad chooses the weapon. Oh, he blocked the arrow. Ooh, God. Down on that left corner. switch combat stances. L1 and R, I don't know what that is. I wonder if the red is for health, maybe? So that was kind of a walking into a camp and
Okay,
challenging everyone.
so that was Jin fighting as a samurai.
Yeah.
But now let's see him take on the same group of Mongols as the dishonorable Ghost. As the Ghost, he'll use every dirty trick he can think up to even the odds, even using fear as a weapon.
So yeah, okay, so you can throw... Yeah, so the D-pad is your weapons. And you can choose what type of arrows. Ooh. So I'm assuming the red bar is your health. I don't know what the golden circle things are. Maybe that's your energy? Shot. As the ghost, yeah, you also get like a little miniature sword or dagger on your back. That's cool. Wind chime, firecracker, so distraction. Okay. It shows we have two shurikens. Shurikens. So you can do like a fake out. To our right, it looked like an arrow thing. Right past that, it looked like an arrow refill. Oh. I will definitely have to go back and reuse all of this combat. Grappling hook. Headshot. It doesn't even tell you where the black powder cache is. I guess we don't have to find it. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's nasty. And you have to run away like a black cloud. Run! Oh, what the fuck? They're giving us so much information, bro. Ooh.
You might have noticed that while fighting as the samurai, or sneaking around as the Ghost, Jin had on a different set of armor. That's because the armor in this game actually gives you different mechanical advantages. It's not just the way it looks. It helps accent your chosen playstyle.
Oh, the
As you explore the
katanas.
world, you'll discover Omamori charms. They'll give you an edge in battle.
Map,
But more
German,
importantly,
gear,
as your legend
techniques.
grows, you'll develop all new techniques which transform Jin from a samurai into the Ghost. But the thing is, you get to decide how those techniques evolve and grow over time. It's always worth keeping an eye out for dye flowers. Find enough of them, and you can change the color of an armor.
Yep.
So not only do you get to choose how the Ghost gameplay evolves, but you can fine-tune the look as well.
Oh, you can change the color of the cape? Fuck yeah, bro. Ooh, looking fresh. And of course, they have a photo mode.
It wouldn't be a Sucker Punch game if it didn't have photo mode. In our new photo mode, we have features such as color grading, depth of field, so you can focus on the right objects. We have a bunch of new features that really underline the motion and movement that's so great about our game. You can control the wind's direction, the speed, you can change out the particles to different types of leaves and fireflies. You can even select a track of music from our original score that might be a little bit more fitting. So if you're into doing a photo, or maybe you actually want to do a video, there's something here for you. Here's a few that I've created.
Of course, gotta have a Japanese voice track with English subtitles. Ooh.
A Japanese voice track option with subtitles is a perfect fit for our game. So I'm happy to say that before the first scene even starts, you'll be able to turn this option on.
Can you hear any of it?
お侍様の戦い方じゃない。何を申す。
お侍どころじゃないよ。このお方は猛虎を打ち滅ぼすため。
Cinema? Excuse me? What? Bro, don't tell me you can play the whole game in black and
Here
white.
at Sucker Punch, we are huge fans of samurai cinema.
Fucking kidding
We
me?
wanted to create a way for you to feel like you're playing your favorite samurai movie. So we created a windy, black and white, film grained out mode that you can turn on from the very beginning of the game.
That's so cool. The combat is gonna be interesting. Combat was better.
Today, we've shared with you some of the unique ways that you can explore the island of Tsushima.
Fuck yes.
We've also shared with you some of the ways that you can fight as a samurai, or assassinate as the ghost, or customize Jin, or
You can
play
also
in
do-
special ways.
Ah,
But we have so much more to show you in the future. Ghost of Tsushima comes out on July 17th. Thank you so much for watching today. We'll see you later.
what more? Alright. So, we will definitely be going back and examining PlayStation. PS4 Pro 2020 interactive. Okay. So, we're going to go to the YouTube live stream because it will be easier for me. So I want to kind of, I guess, rewatch it, sort of. Oh my god. It looks like it's gonna be a fucking contender, tell you that. No, we don't want Valorant. I just want to rewatch. Hold on, can I just reload this? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna mute this for now. I want to go back over this. I don't want to watch the whole thing because there were bits and pieces that were interesting, but not all of it was like, oh my god. So some of the key stuff I want to go back over. Things like the combat, which we will see here in a second. The map, how the waypoints work. Okay, so first of all, and people are going to be doing this on YouTube anyways, I just want to do it during the live stream. So this is the guiding wind. You see Legend of the Ghost up here, the Wandering Samurai. You can see the different rivers. I really like the way that they decided to do the map, by the way. And then you can see here that where Jin is, there's a bunch of different question marks. But as they said, there are a lot more than just this. If you follow the birds or the animals, they will lead you to different places. So we'll go ahead and we'll continue. I did not see this at first. I did not connect the two, so that's a my bad. But we have track location. You guys can't really see that. There it is. There's track location, exit, recenter, zoom map, and pan map. It looks like up here, don't know what that is. It looks like 0 flowers, 0 food, maybe? Maybe this is coins or money. But as you can see here, the main menu, map, journal, gear, techniques, collections, options. So you can see here he's selecting this location near the forest, and basically as you're playing the game, you just hit right on the D-pad and the wind will guide you there. Now hold up, that's something I wanted to see what that was. So that's obviously the D-pad right there. I'm trying to figure out. There it is. So on the D-pad, we don't, it appears there's not an up. It appears it's just left, right, and down. So on the D-pad, right is our guiding wind, left is our horse, bottom it looks like it's going to be something else, don't know what, but that is what the features were. We didn't really know how this game was going to work because of the no waypoints. There is a waypoint system, it's just very dynamic, very, what's it called? Unique, if you will. Give me just a second. Very dynamic, very unique, if you will. So we can see he, kind of uses the wind to guide him to the way he needs to go. And then we can see here that he calls the horse, and he presses R2 to actually mount the horse. Which is kind of strange that R2 is our main component, but it's kind of whatever. So we get to see a little bit of exploration.
But what about the things
Here we get a little bit of a look at the map.
take you to your next big
This is
story
the area
moments,
we
or even help you
selected.
find rare collectibles?
So here, if you discover a location, he said you can fast travel to it. Rewards, you get minor legend increase, so you increase your, what's it called? Increase your reputation, if you will, I guess. And then you get plus 12 iron, which would be a resource. I'm assuming you could also upgrade your sword potentially. Who knows?
But what about the things that you don't know about, that you haven't seen yet, that you don't know exist?
So then this is where
Keep
you
your
get
eyes
some
peeled for other-
animals. I want to get into...
Stay away, my lord! The spirits of vengeful samurai.
So as you're walking through the forest, you come upon this guy, and he's saying, hey, you, stay away from the forest. There's vengeful spirits. It's almost as if it's like a seamless
Haunt this
mission.
forest.
You can speak to him, and then you find the abandoned building with different resources. I wanted to skip ahead to the
Whether you're just fucked.
to the combat a little bit.
Hi, this is Nate Fox from Sucker Punch.
So for this, I'm gonna move the camera. Find my OBS. There it is. I'm gonna move the camera up here so you guys can see, because I know during it they didn't necessarily,
Now, we just showed you some exploration, but let's switch gears and check out some combat.
So I want to rewatch this whole scene. I'll pause and go back when I want to. Also, you can add, just craft different things, grab different things. And as you can see, Jin is wearing a different set of armor. The dye is all red. I wanted to go back and rewatch the combat because I didn't see everything.
If you've ever seen a samurai movie, you know what to expect.
As you can tell, you can see that as you approach, you get this little indicator saying that an enemy, a human AI, has seen you. As we saw, I think it was either later or earlier in the demo, if it's an animal, it'll show like a animal claw or a bear paw or whatever.
Two warriors sizing each other up,
can challenge
waiting
them
for the other to make the first
by
move.
pressing up on the D-pad. Oh, that's what up on the D-pad does, is it's basically standoff. Jin can challenge enemies. So we know that from the previous demos, in order to do the duel and unsheath your sword, basically you just hold triangle and then you let go when the enemy is about to hit you, and you supposedly, that's how the dueling, if you will, works. As we'll see here. Yeah. Now, with this being said, this is what I was curious about. L1 and R1, I don't know what these do. I'm wondering if they activate a special ability or a special attack, if you will. I don't know what the gold coins are. I'm thinking the gold coins are energy. So it's like, I'm assuming you can do a special move or special attack. But if you run out of these, you can't do it anymore. I don't know if it was filled at that point. So I'm assuming the dueling, when he does this, you can see that that was a special move. So him waiting to duel and draw it out is a special quote-unquote move or use of his energy, if you will. Still don't know what elements do. We know that square is like a light attack. Triangle, we're assuming, is how you sheath your sword, but it also might be a heavy attack. We know this little red bar down here, I'm assuming, is probably your health. And then we get a little D-pad action here, I think. Show it
As
here.
you can see, the Mongols are everywhere on this island. For Jin to succeed, he has to use real, skillful precision in fighting them. No wasted energy. Every strike must count.
Okay, hold on. Can we go back just a
In
little
fighting,
bit?
no wasted
Where it pulls
energy.
out the bow.
Every strike must.
Okay, here. So, up on the D-pad is either standstill or apparently also your bow and arrow. So your so the up arrow, I guess, is a way to select weapons as well. Okay, so you select your bow, and then by using triangle, square, circle, or X, you choose the type of arrow that you want to use.
Count.
That's what R3 aim to target. Maybe that's to zoom in, I'm assuming. You can block arrows. You can also parry or dodge enemies. Parry enemies at the last possible moment. As you can see, he hasn't performed any special moves. Actually, he just did one there. Wait. Hold on. What was that? They also did mention stances. And I want to know what that is all about. So in combat... So it seems in combat, you also switch between stances, and he switches from the sword. I don't know if we can get that before. He switches from whatever to water stance, stone stance. So stone stance, water stance. So you also use the triangle, circle, X, square to select the different stance that you want. The different stances, the amount of damage you want to do, I think he said. So this part of the combat is kind of like, what's it called? It's kind of like, not Sekiro, but Neo, where you have the different stances that do different damages. Change combat stances to inflict the most damage against specific type of enemies. So you have different stances you can do with different enemies. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have like high stance and low stance. It just means if there's a more difficult opponent, maybe try a different stance and you might be able to shrug them off. So it looks like the water stance is more of a like higher block maybe, or that might be just a block. Also, I would like to point out here to the left. Don't know what this means. I'm assuming this is supposed to be their energy bar, and the white stuff is either showing that he's attacking or about to use a special move. Don't really know which one, but I'm assuming it's supposed to be a, oh, here's a parry or counter, maybe a parry or counter indicator. And then there's a red bar that pops up underneath it. Yep, so for 3 seconds, that shows their health. And you get there, you see their health. And also, as I was saying in the actual live stream, that you have different objectives. So the objective is to destroy this shipyard. You have eliminate the war camp general, and then you have bonus kill enemies with the half bow. Now, we don't know what these optional objectives do. My guess would be you get certain rewards or resources after each mission. So it's like if you do a mission, then you may receive 12 iron, or you may get gold coins, or you may get other resources to upgrade your, your armor yourself. Also, I love the look of his armor. It's all nice and red and black. And then they switch to the Ghost, which I thought was pretty interesting. So basically, this is, if I had to say it, this is basically what Assassin's Creed would be. This is basically Assassin's Creed, but set in Japan, where you have the different objectives of every location you can go and do, and you can either stealth it, or you can go in and do kind of however you want. And that's basically what it is. It's, if you fuck up stealth, you're gonna be fighting people. And you would just have to hope you have the combat knowledge of the game to do that. Then they switch over to
Take on the same group of Mongols
now, the
as the
D-pad,
dishonorable
they also
Ghost.
used it to choose the Shoryuken.
As the Ghost, he'll use
Sure.
every dirty trick he can think up to even the odds.
So he jumps off,
Even using
and you can stand off, or I guess you would have to wait till that
fear
disappears,
as a weapon.
because there's a point there. There it is. So I wonder what. I wonder what what's it called? I wonder what circumstances it brings that it switches from the open world, where it's your horse on the D-pad, to this, or even the previous thing. So we have 2 different types of bows, and again with the arrows on the right side with triangle, square, circle, and X. And then you have throw. So you can throw, it looks like wind chimes or firecrackers or something else. But essentially, whatever you have on the D-pad on the left, there will be a counterpart that you can do to it on the right. So as you can see here, he chooses throw. You can throw 3 different things, which I think is interesting. There's a wind chime, I believe, and then he goes up to him to kill him. Ooh. And as you can see, I don't know how he selected this, the shuriken. I don't know how he got that, because he had selected to throw. So I don't know how he got that exactly. But then he moves on through the camp, actually. Uses that, and then we see the king takedown that we saw in the earlier demo. That wasn't considered as a special action. I'm interested how that works. This is going to be a very interesting game. I'm looking very much forward to this. And then, of course, one of the interesting things is you see the ghost, the legend. If you build it up enough, they'll start to run away and panic in fear of you. And then here we got another look at the grappling hook used for 2. So you could see. Oh wait. Oh, so that was transitioning from throw to the longbow. And again, 2 different types of arrows. to move on to...
You might have noticed
We'll just mute this for now so you guys can see this. Customizing, you get the different flowers you can dye. It looks like you have the same... It looks like you have the same attire. Well, not the same attire. How do I say? It looks like the same basic clothes you have, but you can just color them differently. Except for, like, the pants there, or the samurai armor. And again, as he said, you can do different stuff. Here we see the gear, which is actually just different charms, and you can take those charms and turn them into different techniques, which I thought was really cool. And then here they demonstrate the photo mode, which I think is really cool that you can do all sorts of stuff with that. And then, of course, the Samurai Cinema, where it's white and black. But that's it. I'm going to have to sit down and process all of this information. I don't know if I'll do an actual video on this, because essentially I just did the actual video with you guys live on stream. It was insane. I cannot wait. There are so many mechanics to figure out. But thank you guys for watching. If I decide to start live streaming again, Horizon Zero Dawn, it will be next Tuesday. If not, if I decide not to, maybe Thursday, we'll find out. Basically, I may not live stream anymore for a while. I don't know. I've been thinking about The Last of Us Part 2. Don't know if I'm going to live stream that. I don't know if I'm going to even record it as a series. I might do that. Instead, I definitely might want to stream Ghost of Tsushima. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys whenever I decide to stream or upload another video. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.